My major running goal right now is to qualify for Boston. Today is Monday, April 21st, 2025. Right now, the Boston Marathon is currently going on, and I'm not sure if you could tell, but this isn't Boston. Ergo, I have not yet met my goal to run the Boston Marathon. I have so far attempted twice. The first time, I technically made it, but then they had to add an additional bubble because so many people like to run Boston that kicked me out. That was 2 years ago. Last year, I didn't make it outright. I missed it by mere seconds. So I'm at it again. Now, some people might think of me as a failure. And to an extent, if you look at what the definition of fail is, you'll see that it's to not successfully complete an attempt or a goal. So maybe I did fail, but that's okay. If you notice, I'm still training for it, so it doesn't keep me down. There are three things we have to remember when we are attempting a big goal that we have to keep in mind, especially on days when we're reminded we haven't made it yet. Number one, don't think of it as you win or you lose. Think of it as you win or you learn. I don't know one person, and maybe I have to increase my social circles, but I don't know one person who's never failed at anything. Even playing video games. At some point, everyone who's ever played Super Mario Brothers, any iteration, has seen that little plumber plummet to his death in a bottomless cave, or have been eaten by a bloodthirsty turtle at some point. There's not one person I know who's never died playing a video game in the game. But they didn't stop playing as soon as they died. They kept going. They tried it again. They looked at how they died the last time and did their best not to do that again. So when you attempt something and you don't make it, you fail. Look to see how you failed. What could you do differently next time? Because if you do that, you'll get better and your chances of success will rise. That's what I'm doing right now with my training. Last year, I bonked around mile 18. And as far as I know, it was a combination of poor nutrition and I just overspent myself in the training. So I'm resting more when I'm supposed to be resting, and I'm practicing my fueling techniques more diligently. The second thing we have to remember is, why are we doing it? Why am I training for Boston? It certainly isn't because I have too much free time. I'm a husband and with 3 kids. I have a family who wants me around. I have other things that I could be doing that are less taxing and sometimes less painful than running 50 plus miles a week. But why am I doing it then? If sometimes it's getting me feel negative, well, that's because I'm thinking about what it means to qualify for Boston. Personally, for me, it's a great achievement. It's something that, even though it's cliche, I've always wanted to do. But moreover, as a professional speaker who wants to help people push past their obstacles and achieve greatness on their own terms, maybe one of their terms is Boston. So I'm going to show them that, hey, if a guy partially covered in skin grafts and who is technically over the hill, I mean 50 is not a spring chicken, then I want to show them that it can be done. So that's why I do this. And when I qualify for Boston and I run Boston, there'll be something else that I'll be aiming for, because I want to keep helping people achieve greatness on their own terms. So make sure what you're doing is bigger than yourself. I think that's a great way to help motivate you, especially when you fail, especially when you reach those mornings when, for example, you don't feel like running 16 miles on a treadmill, or your body is just exhausted and you know throwing on double-digit miles is not going to help you reach some sense of relaxation. Think about how you are helping others with your goals and your efforts. Then number 3, finally, a way to keep you failing more or keep trying after you fail is, do you enjoy this? Is what you're doing intrinsically enjoyable to you? Now, if I did not like running at all, I probably would not have picked training and qualifying for Boston as a major motivator and time suck. I wouldn't do it. I'd pick something else. But I love running. I love the freedom it gives me. I love how it makes my body stronger. And I just really appreciate the opportunities I have or have been given. I've done some pretty cool things so far, and I continue to do them because of running. So what is it that you enjoy, that you want to keep doing? If you are setting a goal that is not enjoyable for you, like it's a task that you don't enjoy doing, really think about why you're doing it. Because if you're not enjoying it for its own sake, people can read that. And if you're trying to inspire people to do better, but you're doing something that you yourself don't enjoy, they can read through that and see the disingenuousness. So make sure what you're actually doing in itself is fun for you. All right. So number 1, make sure you are learning from your failures. Number 2, make sure your goal is bigger than yourself. And number 3, make sure you can enjoy the darn thing. And that will keep you from failing for good and pushing towards that finish line under whatever time you need to. All right, I'm gonna focus more on my run, but I hope you have a great day. If you're watching this and you're at Boston as a runner, congratulations. Maybe I'll see you next year, I hope, and am training to see you next year. So, but with that, love you. Make it a great, fantastic Monday. And remember, as always, pass imperfection and go for greatness.